Hey Bug Watchers, welcome to BuggyBot Plays Civilization 6. So I have been really hyped for this thing's release. It's an amazing game, it's super interesting, I love the game, and I was so hyped that I'm actually rather sick at the moment, but I figure if I'm not going anywhere today, I may as well get some recording done and do something off to the side. But, Civilization 6, guys, I love this game. Now, for this particular episode, I should say I love the series. I have yet to play any of Civilization 6. I've seen a little bit of it. It looks fantastic. I love it. But I'm excited to jump in. So, a few things to warn this for this particular episode. I'm not actually going to begin a game. I'm going to instead take a look at all the... basically just what's available here and see what we're going to be looking at. Mostly I want to explore the map generation options, and I want to take a good look at our available civilizations. I haven't seen all of them. In fact, I've seen very little of any of them. I've looked at a few here and there, but let's check it out. I want to see who we've got. So, wow, look at that, already a good list. And I got the, I've got the Aztec just because I ended up with a, what do you call it? I got the pre-order, obviously. And, I'm super excited. Oh, look, Gandhi, the man who will destroy everything. He's so friendly until he isn't. All right, so let's see. Catherine de Medici. Okay, I'm going to ruin names. Medici? I don't know, but Catherine de something from France. And for France, we've got Grand Tour, Catherine's Flying Squadron, and the Garde Imperiale. Imperial? I don't know. French is a confusing language, guys. French is very confusing to me. I've never understood it. My parents actually, well, one of my parents actually speaks French rather fluently. And even she's like, yeah, some of it's just crazy. So let's see, Grand Tour, plus 20% production toward the medieval, Renaissance, and industrial era wonders. Wow. Tourism for wonders of any area is doubled. That is really cool. The Flying Squadron has one level of diplomatic visibility greater than normal with every civilization that she's met, receives capacity to build an extra spy within the castle's technology. So I'm guessing that's whenever you get things like envoys to new places, they give you one extra look of reach, which is cool. I like that a lot. And Grand Imperial, Guard Imperial. So the Imperial Guard, unique industrial era melee unit, plus 10 combat strength and fighting on your capital's continent. Holy shit. Those guys are really defensive. Great general points for killing units. Wow. So I'm looking at this one, plus, let's see, the Chateau. Unique to France, that's their unique building. Looks like this is really your, like, as I understand it, I don't know much about tourism yet, but as I understand it, it's really important for the cultural, the cultural, what do you call it, victories. So Cleopatra, Egypt. Iteru, she has the Mediterranean Bride, and this, ooh, the Sphinx, cool. Honestly, I'd like to just build a ton of those for funsies. Cannot be built next to another Sphinx. And the Chariot, a special Mariana Chariot Archer, okay. Plus 15% production towards districts and wonders if placed next to a river. Floodplains do not block placement of districts and wonders. I didn't know they did that to begin with. So that is really her just making great use of the desert tiles, I guess. Because it's really hard to build in deserts, so rivers are big. Mediterranean's Bride. Your trade routes to other civilizations provide plus 4 gold to Egypt. Other civilizations' trade routes to you provide plus 2 food for them and plus 2 gold for Egypt. So she's massive economic power there, just from trading, because she always gets the better end of the deal, which is kind of cool. And the chariot archer replaces the heaviot. 4 movement when starting in open terrain. Cool. And the sphinx, +1 faith, +1 culture, +2 faith if next to a wonder. Cannot be placed next to one of these. Okay, that's cool. She seems like an economic powerhouse and a really good at specifying what she decides to build where. Free imperial cities. Hello, Frederick Barbarossa. So Germany, free imperial cities. Each city can build 1 more district than usual, exceeding the normal limit. Normal limit based on population. Okay, that's pretty cool. Holy Roman Emperor, additional military policy, +7 when attacking city-states. Basically, I'm here to dominate. Industry, I like that. This is basically just a powerhouse for industry. Hansa, district unique to Germany for industrial activity, replaces the industry. Okay, so it's just a better version, I bet. That's cool. The U-boat, German modern era naval unit, replaces the submarine, cheaper to produce, +1 sight, +10 combat strength, and able to reveal other stealth units. Okay, so that's cool for like the late game. So he looks like basically industry and combat. Whoa. No, I wanted to look down. There we go. Gandhi. Dharma. Receives follower belief bonuses from a city. Bonuses in a city from each religion that has at least 1 follower. That's a little confusing to me, so I'm going to have to really think that through. Follower belief bonus in the city from each religion that has at least 1 follower. Complicated. Satyagraha. Let's see. +5 faith for each civilization, including India they have met, that has founded a religion and is not currently at war. Opposing civilizations receive double the war weariness for fighting against Gandhi. That actually seems like Varu, Indian classical area unit that replaces the horseman. That actually seems like a decent war civilization, just because you can make it so costly and make it ridiculous. I wonder if you could abuse that. I'm not sure. Guys, I've never been great at Civ. I just mostly have fun with it, but this kind of looks redonky-donks. Unlocks the builder ability to construct a stepwell. +1 food and +1 housing, +1 faith if adjacent to a holy site district, +1 food if adjacent to a farm. Cannot be built on hills or adjacent to another stepwell. Okay, so that's actually a really strong item that would be pretty nice. Gilgamesh, Sumeria. Epic quests. When you capture barbarian outposts, receive a tribal village reward in addition to the... Holy crap! Pay half the usual cost to levy a city-state units. Whoa! That's cool. May declare war on anyone at war with their allies without warmonger penalties. When at war with a common foe, the allies share pillage rewards and share combat experience gains if within 5 tiles. This guy seems like someone you could really use to, like, basically go for the conquering and be like, oh, I'm sorry, did I manage to piss you off by paying and ruining relations between the two of you? Boy, isn't that unfortunate that you've declared war and now I can go crazy without being a warmonger. That's ridiculous and silly. I like that. Sumerian ancient era, stronger than all other starting units. No penalties against anti-cavalry, and it's got the +4 movement. Wow, that's cool. The ziggurat, +2 science, +1 culture if next to a river, cannot be built on hills. Cool, cool. I like that guy. Gilgamesh is actually pretty fun. I kind of like him. So, Greece. We're playing, it's Gorgo? I don't know about her. 1 extra wildcard policy slot in any government. Thermopylae. Whoa. Combat victories provide... What? Cultural equal to 50% of the combat strength of the defeated unit. Wow. When war becomes culture. Cool. That's pretty cool. I mean, basically, if you're going to write it down as a tale, yeah, I guess it does become culture. Fair enough, Thermopylae. You deserve this. The hoplite. Greek ancient. Okay, yeah, the hoplite. We know that. Yeah. They work well together. They always work well together. Acropolis. Cultural sites replaces theater district. Okay, so it's probably better improved theater. Dang it, I keep disappearing on that. Now, Harald Hardrada. Okay, that's confusing. Norway. Oh, cool, we got the Vikings, guys. They got Vikings. That's pretty sweet. Units gain the ability to enter ocean tiles after researching shipbuilding technology. Naval melee units heal in neutral territory. And units ignore additional movement costs from embarking and disembarking. So he's like great. Thunderbolt, let's see, allows coastal rating for all naval units. And Berserker, Norwegian medieval unit. 4 movement. Combat strength when defending. Oh, -7. So it's basically all offensive. This guy is all about the viciousness. The Viking longship replaces the galley, can pillage enemy coastal, it captures civilians if adjacent using its coastal rating, and stave church. Required to train apostles. Holy site districts get an additional adjacency bonus from the woods. That's interesting, because it looks like this guy is all about fast war and ocean dominance, which is kind of cool. Hojo. The Meiji Restoration. All districts receive an additional standard adjacency bonus for being adjacent to another district. Cool. That's really nice. So, big city building. That's pretty cool. Divine Wind. Gain +5 combat strength in land tiles again adjacent to coast. Naval units gain +5 in shallow waters. Builds encampment, holy site, and theater districts in half the time. Cool. The samurai are back. Yes. Do not suffer penalties when damaged. They just stay strong. They are vicious. Electronics Factory. Building unique to Japan. +4 production to all cities within 6 tiles. Provides an additional 4 culture. Cool. If you research electricity. That's cool. Oh, Montezuma. Legend of the Five Suns. Spin builder charges to complete 20% of the original district cost. So that's cool. He can expend a charge and build faster with districts, which take a long time. That's nice. Gifts for the Talautuani. I don't know what that is. Luxury resources in his area provide an amenity to 2 extra cities. Nice. Military units receive +1 combat for each different luxury resource improved in Aztec lands. Very cool. So basically, they get better the more shit they have. That's always nice. Eagle Warrior. Aztec Unique Ancient replaces the Warrior. Has a chance to capture and turn them into... What? Holy shit. Now, provides an amenity, +2 faith, and a general point. Cool. I like that. I like these guys. I like these guys a lot already. Whoa! Congo, what are you even doing? I'm not even going to try to pronounce any of that. +2 food, +2 production, +4 gold from each relic, artifact, and sculpture. I don't know what those are. I'm sure I will find out later. Great work of art in addition to the usual culture. Receive double great writer, artist, musician, and merchant points. Palace has slots for 5 great works. Okay, so apparently we can dig those up. Maybe that comes with like museums and such. That seems like where it would come from. We can dig up artifacts. Cool. Religious convert. May not build holy site districts, gain great profits, or found religions. Gains all belief in religion that has established itself in a majority of his cities. Receive an apostle each time he finishes a theater district or the other thing. I don't quite understand that. And maybe in time it will become clear to me if I play them. Congo unique classical area unit replaces the swordsman. Defending against range attacks, they get +10. Can move through woods and rain. Oh, can see through. Cool, even better. Gets even better. Mbanza, district unique to Congo. It can only be constructed in rainforests or woods. Places in neighborhood district, but is available earlier. +5 housing, cool. +4 gold, regardless of appeal, and +2 food. Wow, that's nice. Pedro II for Brazil. Rainforest tiles provide 1+1 adjacency bonus for campus, commercial hub, holy sites. So they get +1 for bonuses, and rainforest +1 housing for neighborhoods built adjacent to them. So they get a lot better out of the Amazon. So any rainforest, they're just better at building around it. Magnanimous. After recruiting or patronizing a great person, 20%. Oh, cool. You get 20% refunded. That's really nice. So that's like if you want to rush great people, he could do that. Minas Gerais. I don't know what that is. Brazilian modern era replaces the battleship. I see. Unlocked by nationalism. Okay, so it's just a stronger battleship. Which are, honestly, in the late game, battleships are kick-ass. I like battleships. Street Carnival. District unique. Replaces entertainment. Provides 2 amenities. Also, the Carnival Project, which is an additional amenity when underway, and a variety of great people points once completed. Okay, so that's just basically you can, instead of researching into nice things like research points or culture or anything like that, you can be like, hey, I don't want to make gold, I want to make amenities, and you get points for it. That's cool. So he's a great person attractor, and he's really good at it apparently. Pericles, interesting, of Greece. 1 extra wild card, cool. Plato's Republic. Surrounded by glory. +5 culture per city-state that you are a suzerain of. Suzerain. I guess that means whenever you're like, have the highest influence. And then Hoplite. Unique ancient era unit replaces a spearman. They're just better at it. Acropolis replaces theater district. Russia. Russia has always been cool. They're usually pretty industrious motherfuckers. Mother Russia. Extra territory upon founding cities, +1 faith, +1 production from tundra. That's pretty cool. The Grand Embassy receives science or culture from trade routes to civilizations and more advanced. Cool. +1 per 3 technologies or civics ahead. Interesting. The Cossacks, those are really good cavalry. They're still pretty sweet from the looks of it there. And Lavra, unique district, replaces holy site. Your city border grows by 1 tile each time a great person is expended in this city. Cool. That's a nifty little trick. Be like, hey, land grab. Spain with Philip II. Oof. Not a fan of Philip II. He's kind of a dick. May build fleets and armadas earlier than usual. Mercantilism. Trade routes between multiple continents receive bonus gold for routes to other civilizations and bonus food production between your own city. I don't know what that is. Can remove heresy 1 extra time. Whoa. That's pretty cool. +4 strength against other religions. Cool. Conquistador. Spanish unique era Renaissance units. It replaces musketmen. Oh, wow, if you get them with a missionary, they're even stronger. That's cool. The city will automatically adopt the conquistador player's religion as the dominant religion if the unit captures or is adjacent to a city when it is captured. Wow. I'm really tempted to play these guys because, in all honesty, I kind of want to play a fucking crazy-ass religious game. Like, Religious Conqueror, which would just be awesome. So I'm kind of tempted to take Spain. Kunshi Hong? I don't know. But Dynastic Cycle. Eurekas and Inspirations provide 60% of civic technology instead of 50. Cool. Very cool. The First Emperor. When building ancient and classical wonders, you may spend builder charges to complete 15% of the original wonder costs. Builders receive an additional charge. Wow, that's really cool. Crouching Tiger. Chinese medieval era unit, ranged unit with a range of 1 and high combat strength. Interesting. The Great Wall. Unique to China. Oh, cool. You can only construct that in China now. That's nifty. Provides an increase to defense, bonus to gold if adjacent to other segments. Oh, so it has to be built like piece by piece. Wow. Additional culture and tourism as you advance through technology tree for adjacent segments. Must be built in a line along the borders of your empire. So that's pretty sweet. That's kind of nifty and cool. I like that there's so many different things they do now, because there's so much that I want to go out and do, and already I want to be like, oh, I want to do this guy and this guy and this guy. Just to try different ways of doing things. So, Saladin for Arabia. Arabia was kind of cool in the old one. I don't know how strong it was, but I just know that they were cool. The last prophet automatically receive the final great prophet when the next to last one is claimed, if you do not have a great prophet already. +1 science for each foreign city following Arabia's religion. Righteousness of the faith. The worship building for your religion can be purchased by any player for just 1/10 the usual. This worship building is enhanced to add 10% science, culture, and faith output of Arabian cities. Interesting. So you're basically, you can encourage other people to be like, hey, fucking pay attention to this shit. This is nice. Use my stuff. It's cheap. That's cool. That's really cool. Then look. Medieval replaces the knight, heals at the end of every turn, even after moving. Wow, that's nasty. That is some nasty fighting ability right there. Building unique to Arabia, bonus faith equal to adjacency bonus of the campus district. Okay, Teddy Roosevelt, founding fathers, earn all government legacy bonuses in half the usual time. Cool. I bet that's got some nifty stuff. I don't know all the government stuff. But I do know of the legacy bonuses, and I'm pretty sure that adds up. Roosevelt Corollary. +5 combat strength on your home continent. +1 appeal to all cities with a national park. Gain the Rough Rider unique when they research rifling. I want to go ahead and take a look at that. American unique modern era. Teddy Roosevelt as the leader. Culture gained from kills on their capital's continent. Oh, sweet. That would, you know what, fucking sweet to bring the Rough Riders in this. Fighting on hills. Yeah, damn right they get it on the hills. And lower maintenance cost. So the P-51 Mustang replaces the fighter against other aircraft, has +2 to flight range, and gains +50. Oh wow, it's fast. That's good. That's really good. It levels quickly. So it's basically your best anti-air. You can just go around ripping them to shreds. A building unique to America, +100% tourism. Pressure from this city towards other civilizations in the modern era. I'm gonna have to look up tourism because I don't know exactly how it works. So Scythia, Tomris. People of the Steppe receive a second light cavalry unit or Saka horse archer each time you train. Wow, okay, light cavalry unit or Saka horse archer. Cool. So they're good with the horses. Killer of Cyrus. All units receive +5 combat strength when attacking wounded units. When they eliminate a unit, they heal up to... Whoa! Vicious! Cool. And then the Horse Archer, yeah, movement with a range of 1. Interesting. Then the Kurgan. It's a unique building to them, can be built by builders. Unlocks +1 faith, +1 gold, +1 faith for each adjacent pasture. Interesting. So Trajan, Rome. All cities you found or conquer start with a trading post. All roads do indeed lead to Rome. That's pretty fucking sweet, actually. Trajan, you don't hear much about Trajan, oddly enough. He's the dude who basically was like, you know what, Rome ain't big enough. And then he started just beating the shit out of everyone who didn't agree with Rome until he felt they were bigger. I don't remember how he ended. I really don't. Trajan. Let's see. Trade route range of your capital. Okay, so yeah, they automatically start with a trading post. If they also receive a road to your capital if they're within range of it. Cool. Your trade routes earn +1 gold passing through trading posts in your own cities. All right, that's interesting. I don't know if you can build a trading post or what, but I hope so. Trajan's Column. Additional city center building. Starts with a monument building in the ancient era. Cool. The Legion. Roman classical era replaces swordsmen. Basically, they are super mean. You do not want to get in a sword fight with them. The Bath. Unique district for the Rome for growth. Replaces the Aqueduct district. Interesting. Provides this city with a source of fresh water from an adjacent river. Cities do not yet have existing fresh water receive up to 6 housing. Cities that already have existing fresh water once they get +2. They must be built adjacent to the city center. In either case, the Bath provides an additional bonus of +2 housings and +1 amenity. Interesting. And then finally, Queen Victoria. Let's see. The British Museum. Museums hold up to 6 artifacts instead of 3. Can support 2 archaeologists at once. Archaeological museums are automatically themed and have 6 when they have 6 artifacts. Okay, I don't know what that does exactly, but I'm sure it's nice. Pax Britannica. All found or conquered cities on a continent other than your home continent receive a free melee unit. Interesting. Gain the Redcoat unique unit when the military technology is researched. Military science. Okay, so Redcoat, industrial era, and Victoria's leader, +10 combat strength when fighting on a continent. It's not yours. No disembark. And Sea Dog, English Renaissance naval unit, replace the privateer. That was actually a pretty dirty thing. Now, if I have this right, I may have a different queen. No, the Queen Anne was the one who did that. I just know that at one point, England was like, you know, I really don't want to start a war, but I'm also really sick of all these other naval powers. So they just hired a bunch of people like, I'm sorry there are so many pirates in your area. How strange that they don't bother me. Never mind the gold I'm shoving their way. What do you mean? Of course I'm not starting a war. I'm just fucking up your ships by not fucking up your ships. It's great. Way to go, England. Okay, the dockyard replaces the harbor district, also removes the movement penalty for embarking and disembarking from this tile. That's cool. +1 movement for all naval units built in the dockyard. Also interesting. The +2 gold built on foreign continent and trade route capacity. Cool. So that's a lot of cool stuff. Okay, yeah. Oh man, that's a lot of cool shit that I really kind of want to play. Honestly, I want to play the Aztecs. Just because I like the Aztecs. I don't know if they're actually that strong. But they're so cool. I think I would probably... Okay, what I'm thinking is, like I said earlier, I'm thinking Philip II or the Aztecs. Honestly, I'm playing this for fun, not efficiency, guys. I was never great at Civ. I'm not going to play efficiently. I'm not going to play great. I'm just going to have fun with it. But I think it will be a great time. Like, I'm just kind of go with it. Let's just do standard. An advanced setup. Oh, you can start all of that? Okay, you can pick out them. This is good. You can choose that. The standard rules. Doesn't look like there's any... Okay, so I'm betting that can be modded later. You can start you can pick your era. Cool. You can pick your game speed, your map style, which we've... Oh, fractal. Inland sea. The island plates. Pangea, and then shuffle. Cool. World age. Yeah, okay. And then, wow, rainfall, so you can have more woods and marsh and shit. Sea level. Cool. And then resources, abundant, and then start position is standard. Victory conditions, okay, you can choose that. So, of course, it's the most difficult victory to achieve. That's tough. That's a tough one. Domination. Through military strength and prowess, you bend the world to its knees. Most basic victory. That's the one I'm going for. Let's see. You'll have mastered diplomatic relations if you hope to convert the world to the one true religion. I am terrible at diplomatic relations. And be the first to colonize Mars and win science victory. Straightforward, but can be difficult to achieve before time runs out. And then score victory. There are no other victors. Okay, that's interesting. By game speed, no barbarian. Oh god, no, you want barbarians in tribal villages. They're fun. They create all kinds of things. So yeah, that's what we can work with, guys. So I think I'm probably going to take Montezuma just because I like this right here. It looks fun. And I'm probably going to have fun with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed just taking a quick look here, see what we're going to do. And I will see you guys next time when I actually start the game.